2-2. Fastball called, strike 3, inside corner at the knees. And Wilson goes to the challenge. And we'll hold on real quick here, see if the inning continues or not. And upon review, it is low. So call overturned, and this count runs full.
You know, interesting, Jake Alou, third baseman for the Red Wings, not happy at first, throws his hands up at the review because it just throws off the rhythm.
And now manager Matt Lekroy is going to come out argue for Rochester, because I think what they're saying is it's supposed to be a 2-second window that you have as a hitter, pitcher, or catcher to challenge. Yeah. That seemed to be outside of it, if I'm being straight, and Lekroy is fuming, and he's been tossed. Matt Lekroy just tossed for Rochester. Home plate umpire Darius Ghani tells him hit the showers early. And we got some early July 4th fireworks, baby. Woo. Lekroy gets his money's worth.
How does this work? Is he able to come back for game 2?
You know what, I'm going to be honest, I've never seen this happen before during a doubleheader.
Not that I'm...
Inning eruption from Columbus. They won it 10-3. More off-speed stuff to Valdez, and it's impressive throwing that changeup for a strike. You can see Billis, he's got potential. He hasn't hit a homer yet this year. And he's rung up for strike 3. Finally sees a fastball bottom of the zone. Valdez arguing the call with Darius Ghani. And so is Chad Tracy.
I think they're still mad if you go back to that 4th inning or 3rd inning where you had Mata on the mound and thought he had strike 3 on a hitter and didn't get it, and you heard the chirping on the visit to the mound from the pitching coach Paul Abbott. You've also got the delayed home plate umpire mechanic, which I think deceives people if you can't hear the strike call and say, oh, maybe it was a borderline, it took a little too long to make the adjustment there. But let's take another look at it. Yep, it hasn't been a strike tonight.
Saw the effort from Naylor to frame it.
Well, Hamilton's been doing that all night long.
Yeah.
And really hasn't been able to get the benefit of it.
See what Abreu can do with 2 away. Yeah, it's below the knees. That's a great angle at it. He got tossed there. We did just catch that on the replay, so Valdez has been ejected.
We'll see if Machine squares. Godinho 4 out of 5 out of the zone and not exactly close. Corners playing again, 1st and 2nd. Machine from the left side. Here's the pitch. Machine squares, and the breaking ball is called a strike. Pitch looked up above the letters, and Machine frustrated. Throws up his hands at Edwin Jimenez. 0-1. Hicks from 2nd, Kingery from 1st. Tied at 3, last the 11th. Here's the pitch. Machine squares, stabs at it and misses. 0-2. AC gives the signs again. Highly doubt Machine is squaring with 2 strikes, but we'll see. Corners back up a couple of steps. 1st and 2nd, nobody out. The pitch. Machine squares, and the pitch misses high and away. 1-2. Hicks the winning run at 2nd, tied at 3, bottom of the 11th. Longest game now that the Pigs have played this season. The 1-2. Machine does not square, and it's a called strike 3. Machine is livid. Pitch just under the knees. Machine gets tossed. Edwin Jimenez throws him out. Machine still giving Jimenez the business, and Vimael is absolutely irate. Couldn't believe the call at the top of the zone when he was squaring the bunt to begin the at-bat, and then gets rung up on a pitch a couple inches below the knees and gets tossed. First player ejection of the year for the Pigs. Anthony Contreras chats with Jimenez a little.
And the 2-ball, 2-strike pitch now to the batter, and the 2-2 delivery is going to be called. Third strike. A strikeout. And this will bring up Emmanuel Vargas, and now I think someone's been ejected. Vivas, when he was walking back towards the first base dugout, must have said something, and plate umpires said, that's it, have a seat. And now the bench coach, Juan Apodaca, wants to have a conversation and find out exactly what in the world happened here. They're short position players, so it's not like they got a lot of guys to go to the bench with. They do have a guy they've recently activated in Carson Taylor, a catcher. So he's ejected.
Efrain Contreras back to the mound through a scoreless 8th inning. Check swing on a breaking ball. Perez went. Strike 2. Home plate umpire Kellen Martin with the swing call, and now he's thrown Perez out of the game. Really? Robert walked by him, didn't make a scene, but must have said something that Kellen Martin really took exception to, because Perez gets ejected in this at bat here in the 9th with an 0-2 count. That's surprising, to say the least. Well, the Trash are going to have to send up a pinch hitter.
Bean, a double and a triple tonight. He's driven in 4 runs. I think the smell from that Bears barbecue is making its way from center field. I just gotta.
Oh, the whiff.
Yeah, exactly.
Smells terrific.
You smell it too, right? Does?
Oh, I do, absolutely.
Unless someone below us has Bears, and
Yeah.
we would love a piece.
I don't know what's going on here, Jeff. Zach Veen is in an intense conversation, and I think they called him for a clock violation, and he's not happy, and he's letting the plate umpire, Willie Traynor, know about it. And now Chris Denorfia comes down because he was hit with a violation and thus a strike. And he is not happy. But he's going to enter with a count of no balls and 1 strike on him. He was digging in, and I guess in the umpire's opinion, he wasn't ready at the 8-second mark. And so he was hit with a violation. And
he's going to ask all 3 umpires to take a look at this one.
Now they're going to say no strike.
And here comes
Al
Pedrique.
Yeah, now he's saying to Al Pedrique, no strike. And Pedrique's not happy. Oh, he is mad. Oh boy, this is interesting because he called a strike and now he's going to take it off the board.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going on.
Oh, Pedrique's not happy.
And his team has an 11-8 lead.
Yeah. Boy, he is letting Willie Traynor. Now he's been thrown out of the game. He's been thrown out of the ball game. Oh, he's going to get his money's worth, Jeff.
Man, this is the most animated we've seen a manager in a Yard Goats game this season.
For sure.
For an opposing team, and he is not happy.
Well, they called the strike on a clock violation, then they took the strike off the board, and Al Pedrique.
More on the way.
Yeah,
count is now 3-2.
Pretty exciting, to say the least. You know, you see all these names coming over in trades that were made over time, and fans were waiting for this moment.
Pitch home is there on the inside corner at the knees for strike 3. Watson was thinking that was ball 4, and he's got a few choice words for the home plate umpire, and he's been ejected. That's all for Watson, who's going to come back for a little more. He'll say his piece to the home plate umpire, Willie Traynor.
Yeah, it's one thing to have some words. It's the pointing. I think the pointing really emphasizes a point you don't want to make as a batter, and the words that were being exchanged, I'm sure, were not commonly pleasant, and that'll end the day about 5 minutes early for Watson.
Bay Sox manager Kyle Moore is down for a chat with the home plate umpire to, I suppose, discuss the location of that pitch down and in to the right-hand batter. Left-hander Samaniego getting a few warm-up tosses in while Bowie's manager finishes off his conversation. Oh, wow, and Kyle Moore just got ejected, too, as he was walking away. Boy, that's surprising. It appeared that Moore, and now he's really starting to heat it up here and give it to the other 2 umpires in addition to the home plate umpire. Moore making the signal, touching below his knee with the right hand, saying that pitch was certainly low, and Moore still giving it to the home plate umpire, who has walked away from him up the first base line. And I think what was surprising about that to me, Preston, was that it appeared Moore was walking up the third base line back to coach at third base. And
is it a home run? Yargoats aren't questioning it. It's Richmond doing all the questioning. They might be wondering if it's a foul ball, but I don't think that's a foul ball. Grant Levine is standing at third base as the 3 umpires converge. Let's watch it again. That ball is twisting as we look at the replay. That might be a foul ball. That's a foul ball. I mean, by the replay, that is a foul ball that landed to the left of the foul pole. Our crew doing a superb job, and from what we see here, that ball is foul, and they're going to rule it a fair ball. Pelfrey, the manager, he's a bit concerned. Of course, they can't look at the replay at the minor league level. This would definitely be reviewable at the major league level. Pelfrey is furious, and I don't blame him, and he's upset. That's the plate umpire who has just tossed him out of the game. Tom Fornarola has given Pelfrey the heave-ho, but Pelfrey does have an argument. I mean, the replay backs him up. That is a foul ball, and it should be a tie game with Grant Levine still at the plate. But Grant Levine has a triple, and the Yardgoats have a 3-2 lead. Listen to the crowd. Pelfrey's been ejected. You can't blame him. But again, that is not a reviewable play at the minor league level.
Fence above and behind that. So we see often home run balls come back onto the field of play that hit off that safety fence. Here it takes low and away for a ball, and somebody's just been tossed from the Sounds dugout. Somebody's been tossed from the Sounds dugout. Hitting coach Al LaBeouf is hollering out at Tom Hanahan. Several Sounds in the dugout are fired up, and somebody's been tossed. I think it was Buffy. Plate umpire Tom Hanahan took off the mask after that last pitch and hollered something at the dugout and made the "you're gone" motion. And hitting coach Al LaBeouf is heading toward the end of the dugout and I think to the tunnel. Tellez at second after an RBI double that certainly looked like it was a home run. The count is 1-0 on Keston Hiura.
Here's the 1-0, and that is taken for a strike. It is being challenged. Can robots, well, speaking of robots, the robot's going to tell us whether or not this was a ball or a strike. The umpire said that it was a strike, and the computer says, nope, you're wrong. It's a ball. So the count is 2-0.
Yeah, you got to like the technology, and that's just it. You got to love the robots. So we have the only 2 Mako systems, in the city of Albuquerque. Certainly assist. We have excellent orthopods. Assist them in performing, their total joint procedures, and it's shortens your length of stay. It certainly narrows the incision point and just helps overall healing. You're out of the hospital very quickly after a procedure like that.
I'm pausing here because the home plate umpire was someone might have just gotten ejected from the Las Vegas dugout, and I'm not quite sure why, because they just won the challenge. And now Fran Reardon, who has had beef multiple times with this umpiring crew tonight, I would not be surprised if Fran is about to get ejected as well. Again, we had a called strike. It was overturned by the robot ump, or by the laptop, however you want to look at it. But yet, somebody said something in the Las Vegas dugout that prompted an ejection. And now the Aviators manager, Fran Reardon, is incensed, to put it mildly. Home plate umpire is Tom Hanahan. He's the crew chief. He's been listening diligently and explaining his point of view. And he's been ejected as well. Well, he saw that one coming. Fran was upset last inning, and he's going to get his money's worth. Well, for David, who's up here from Loveless Health System, and his wife, they were just up here as the Isotip scored 5 runs in the bottom of the third, and now you guys can't leave because you guys are the best good luck charm ever. We scored 5 runs, then we got their manager ejected under your guys' watch.
Yep, this is great. He needs to go ahead and get off the field.
Right. Okay, so while they're doing that, anything else about the robotic orthopedic surgery that we did not cover here yet?
Well, it really...
1-0 the count on Aranda. And time will be called for. Home plate umpire stepping out and now saying something over to the Durham side. And he's just tossed somebody from the Durham dugout. That looks like, I don't know if that's their manager or their pitching coach, but he's going to run right up to home plate umpire Tom Hanahan. That's the crew chief. Fingers being pointed in different directions. Not really sure what the dust-up is about. Looked like Aranda had called for time. There was not going to be an auto ball or auto strike dealt here. And all of a sudden, Hanahan started looking over towards the Durham dugout, was being chirped at over there. And he did not wait long before raising that right arm and issuing the ejection. And my apologies, Michael Johns is the new manager for the Bulls. I have not spent any time with him whatsoever.
Crook off again as Hamilton went too far. According to Tom Hanahan, the plate umpire rings him up. So a swinging strikeout of the Worcester catcher to end the inning. A man left, but a man in for the Moo Sox. And they will take a 3-0 lead into the 5th on school field trip day here at Boulder Park. .edu. Let's go back to how the bottom of the 4th inning just came to an end. It was a Caleb Hamilton strikeout. He was certainly upset that he was rung up by the plate umpire Tom Hanahan, who ejected somebody. It wasn't Hamilton. It might be somebody from the Worcester coaching staff, someone on the bench. Trying to dig more into that as VMIL Machine fouls off the first pitch of the 5th.
It's a game show I'd watch every night, Jim. Who got tossed? And the answer, according to the box score, is assistant hitting coach Mike Montville.
Ah, well, there you go.
A little chirping from the dugout, it would seem.